Netflix's romantic drama Ruth and Boaz, directed by Alana Brown, tells the story of Ruth Mobley, a young and talented singer from Atlanta. Ruth is not just any singer, her voice has a power that draws people in, and her music is her life. The film starts by showing us her life in Atlanta, where she is part of a small band called 404. This band is a big deal for Ruth because it represents her dreams, her passion, and her struggle to make it in the competitive music world. With the band, Ruth performs at local events, hoping to get noticed and take her music career to the next level. Life takes a turn for Ruth when she moves to Tennessee to care for Naomi, an elderly widow who needs support. This move changes her life in unexpected ways. In Tennessee, Ruth meets Boaz, the owner of the House of Azra winery. Boaz is captivated not just by Ruth's voice, but also by her determination and spirit. He offers her a job at the winery, and as they spend time together, a romantic bond forms. Their relationship grows deeper, and Boaz also becomes a supporter of Ruth's dream of reigniting her music career. However, this new beginning comes with its own challenges, especially because Ruth has obligations from her past, including her work with the band 404. The band 404 is shown as a central part of Ruth's life in Atlanta. It's where she learned about teamwork, performing under pressure, and dealing with the music industry's challenges. In the film, 404 is a small but talented two-member band featuring Ruth and her friend Brenna. They perform songs that connect with their audience, and their performances are met with loud cheers and applause, showing that they have talent and potential. The band represents Ruth's dreams, and it's also the reason she struggles to balance her personal life with her career ambitions. Some viewers have asked if 404 is based on a real band. The answer is no. While there are real bands called 404 in different countries, the band in Ruth and Boaz is completely fictional. The filmmakers created it to reflect the reality of young musicians trying to make it in the industry. 404's journey shows the highs and lows of being an aspiring artist, the excitement of performing, the frustration of creative differences, and the challenges of dealing with music labels. In the film, 404's big break comes when Cyrus, the owner of Ice Grill Records, offers them a chance to sign a deal with Jermaine Dupri's label, So Def. At first, this seems like the dream opportunity for Ruth and Brenna. However, Ruth quickly realizes that the deal might compromise the soul of their music. She starts worrying that the corporate machinery behind the music industry could change the band's authentic sound. This part of the story mirrors what many real-life musicians face: the tension between staying true to their art and meeting the demands of the music business. The character of Cyrus in the film is particularly important. He represents the darker side of the music industry, people who have power and control over young artists and sometimes exploit them for personal gain. Ruth's struggle against Cyrus highlights the difficulties many musicians face when dealing with record labels. Artists often have to perform or create music that doesn't reflect their true style or values, just to fit the commercial expectations of producers or label owners. This can be mentally and emotionally draining. Ruth's tension with Brenna also adds depth to the story. They argue about the changes in their music as 404 moves from soulful, heartfelt songs to tracks designed to sell. Ruth misses the days when music was pure and meaningful, while Brenna is more willing to compromise for fame. These conflicts within the band highlight a universal issue in the music world: the cost of commercial success and how it can affect personal relationships and artistic integrity. Interestingly, the story of Ruth and her struggles resonates with real-world incidents in the music industry. For example, reports about artists like Liam Payne have highlighted the pressures young musicians face. Though Ruth's story is fictional, it touches on similar themes of control, exploitation, and the moral compromises artists sometimes have to make. Fame and success can come at a price, and the film shows that pursuing a career in music is not just about talent. It's also about navigating the harsh realities of the industry. The BBC and other music industry organizations have highlighted how young musicians often feel like they have no agency over their careers. They're sometimes forced into contracts and situations that prioritize profit over their well-being. Ruth and Boaz reflects this issue through the band 404 and their interactions with Cyrus. Ruth becomes a victim of psychological and professional pressure, showing how ambition and dreams can be threatened by external forces. The film doesn't just tell a love story. It also comments on the business side of music and how creativity can be stifled by greed and control. Despite the challenges, 404 also symbolizes hope and resilience. The band is not just about fame. It's about friendship, passion, and staying true to one's art. Ruth's journey with the band is a reminder that music is more than a product. It's a form of self-expression. The narrative of the film emphasizes that while the corporate music world can be harsh, artists who stay true to their values can still find fulfillment. Another interesting aspect of the film is how it modernizes the biblical story of Ruth and Boaz. While the original tale from the Book of Ruth deals with themes of loyalty, love, and redemption, the filmmakers have adapted it into a contemporary setting. Ruth's move to Tennessee and her romance with Boaz are modern retellings of the biblical narrative. However, the inclusion of the band 404 and the focus on the music industry brings an entirely new dimension to the story, making it relatable to audiences today who understand the challenges of chasing creative dreams. The music in Ruth and Boaz is also carefully crafted to support the story. 404's performances are shown with passion and authenticity, making the audience feel connected to Ruth's struggle. The songs she sings reflect her emotions, her frustration with the industry, and her longing for artistic freedom. By watching 404 perform, viewers can understand the dedication it takes to succeed as a musician and the sacrifices involved. Moreover, the film sheds light on issues like artistic exploitation, mental health, and the pressures of pursuing fame at a young age. Ruth's experiences highlight how young artists are often manipulated by people in power, whether through contracts, public expectations, or career pressures. Cyrus's character is a clear representation of this exploitative side of the music industry. By showing Ruth's struggles with him, the film creates awareness about the ethical responsibilities of record labels and the importance of protecting young talent. Despite all these challenges, Ruth's story is ultimately one of perseverance and hope. She continues to fight for her music and her dreams, while also embracing her personal growth and her romance with Boaz. The story shows that staying true to oneself, even in the face of difficult circumstances, can lead to fulfillment. 404 may be a fictional band, but its experiences are incredibly realistic and relatable to anyone who has faced challenges in pursuing their passion. The band 404 also highlights the importance of collaboration and trust. Ruth and Brianna share a bond that goes beyond music. They support each other through tough times, disagreements, and the pressures of performing. Their friendship shows that even in competitive and stressful environments, human connections and teamwork can make a difference. In conclusion, the band 404 in Ruth and Boaz is a fictional creation, but it mirrors the real struggles of young musicians trying to navigate the complexities of the music industry. While there may be other bands called 404 in the real world, the one in the film was created specifically to tell Ruth's story and to explore themes of artistic integrity, love, and perseverance. The film highlights how ambition, passion, and dreams can clash with the realities of the business world, and how staying true to oneself is both difficult and rewarding. Ruth's journey with 404 is more than just about music. It's about life, relationships, and finding one's voice in a world that often tries to silence it. Netflix's Ruth and Boaz is a story that blends romance, music, and real-world struggles. Ruth's move from Atlanta to Tennessee, her work with Boaz, and her experiences with the band 404 provide a modern and relatable perspective on pursuing creative dreams while navigating love and life challenges. For anyone who has ever chased a dream or faced pressure to compromise their values, the story of Ruth and 404 is a heartfelt and inspiring reminder that passion, perseverance, and authenticity can help you overcome almost any obstacle.